Welcome to the first annual Indie Game of the Week Jam. This is a game jam running for 49 hours from the 14th of January with a subsequent rating period of 1 week. The competition is open to everyone. Individuals and teams with any experience are allowed to enter, casually or competitively. This game jam follows a fairly common format, so seasoned veterans of this kind of thing will be more or less ready to go. But do make sure to drop by the rules section and double check everything before you get started. For some, this may be your first time creating a game in such a short amount of time or in a competition of this format, so what follows is a quick guide to game jams. This competition is divided into two parts, the submission period and the rating period. During the submission period, you should be making your game. This means creating all the art, sound, mechanics and more in just enough time to make it the best it can be, while still being able to package it up in time for submission. The first thing you should be doing in this stage is planning. This is the most important step. Spend an hour or two just thinking about what it is you want to make. It's tempting to jump straight into prototyping, but do not have a clear idea of what you want to do, how it fits with the game jam's theme, and how you'll divide up the time you have. This will let you launch into development with a clear sense of direction and a good idea of what you're aiming for. At all costs, avoid overscope. Come up with amazing ideas, but use a select few. Planning to do too much will lead to a mess of a game, poor coherence between mechanics, and you'll feel horrible during the process. For example, instead of running, jumping, grappling, wall running, sliding, cartwheeling, and backflipping, pick a few of those ideas, and make sure they'll work well with what you want to do. A little done well is better than a lot rushed. Next up, you'll be doing the bulk of the work for the game. This involves just knuckling down and taking things off your checklist, making assets, designing levels, writing music, dialogue, and more. This is entirely down to you, and as you do more of these competitions, this bit will get easier. Make sure to take regular breaks, go for runs, walk the dog, pet the cat, get some food, and get some sleep. Final preparation. Make sure you've left enough time for graphical user interfaces and all the other quality of life touches that the game needs. Once you've built it and exported it, make sure to upload it to itch with a suitable title, description, and a few screenshots. Take some time making the game's page look nice and present what you've made well. This will be the first impression people have of the game, and it's an important step to get more plays and ratings. Submit the game to the Game Jams page, and there you have it, you're done. Next is the rating period. Lasting a week, this is when other people can play, review, and rate your game, and you can do the same for others. A game can receive ratings in a number of categories such as overall, aesthetics, sound design, ambience, story, and more. It's important that all ratings are given fairly. No one says anything to gain from giving lots of 1-star reviews, so be judicious, use your common sense, and be generous. It's also worth keeping in mind that ratings aren't everything. Indie Game of the Week and its guests will be looking at as many submissions as we can and picking out our favourites. So make sure to keep a tidy itch.io page and be active in the game jam in order to give us the best chance of seeing what you've made. Written reviews with constructive feedback and advice is also really crucial. It helps others learn from your experience and encourages them to have a look at what you've made too. We'll be keeping an eye out for the amazing people that do this especially well. All the rules are outlined on the Game Jam's page. The most important thing to note is that the bulk of the game must be made within the 49 hours. We've been deliberately vague with our wording because every situation is different and it's tricky to come up with an umbrella guideline for every scenario. A good check is if you're doubting whether something is within the rules or not, it probably isn't. Embrace the spirit of the challenge, encourage yourself and others to make something from the ground up the best you can. If you notice any slightly dodgy or dubious submissions, let us know and we'll handle it accordingly. And that's about it. For more information, you can join our Discord or contact us via email or Twitter. Links and more are in the description. We're currently looking for partners, guests, writers, and content creators to help us run this competition. If this is something that sounds interesting to you, then please do say hi. Thank you for watching and following what we do. If you'd like to learn more about Indie Game of the Week, then be sure to drop by our site and look at some of our articles. All of the images shown in this video have been taken from games we previously had the pleasure to showcase, so please do consider taking a look at them too. We look forward to seeing you in the Game Jam soon.